Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Tylarious. In this video, we're talking about the brand new game mode that's in GTA Online. It's the Cayo Perico Motor Wars mode. This is basically a GTA Online version of a battle royale where you get a whole map that you spawn into. You've got weapons, you've got vehicle pickups, and there is a invisible wall that closes in on you that can unalive you if you get outside of that wall for too long. And it's also a last team standing in the sense that if you are murked out, that's it. You got to spectate, and you got teams up to 4. And they're a lot of fun. I love battle royales, you know, with Verdansk and Call of Duty, Firestorm, you know, your Fortnites, all that kind of stuff. And in this video, I'm going to give you my review on whether or not I think that the Cayo Perico Motor Wars mode is good or bad. Alright, so right here, I'm just going to kind of show you how to get this thing started. Make sure that you are showing the Cayo Perico series mode from your map blip options in your interaction menu. You can launch it directly from there. There's several other ways you can launch it as well. As you see right here, you can just pull out your phone, go over here to your quick join settings, and then you can just launch the Cayo Perico series mode right there, and you'll basically be on call. Also, you can just go into your options menu, go to online, go to jobs, Rockstar created adversary mode, and it's Motor Wars right there. And for this week, it is double cash money and RP. You gotta have at least 4 players to start, so you gotta have at least a minimum of 2 teams, all the way up to 28 players. It could be a lot of fun. Now, in here, what I've noticed is that if you have a decent helicopter pilot, you can be pretty effective in this mode. You can wipe out a lot of people, and the vehicles have different levels of armor. It's different from just regular free mode. For example, your tanks can take a couple of rounds from like another tank, but a RPG or a helicopter missile, just one of them will take you out. Definitely recommend that you pick up a weapon that has explosive capability, because a lot of people will be driving around in armored vehicles, and you can take them out much more effectively if you have, an RPG or a railgun. But when you drop in, when you are loading in from the actual helicopter, make sure you survey the map so you can see where the helicopter spawn points are, and you need to grab one of those. Now, you will get a Cayo Perico pistol. It's a single shot, reload. It can be effective, but you want to pick up some other weapons as well. As you see here, just doing some tank battling right here, taking out the APC with the rockets on top, just 2 shots. But as you see right here, as I'm posting up against just another player, shout out to the crew over here, we had a good time with this. Just one RPG took me out in the tank, so be aware of that. The armor levels of the vehicles are going to be a little bit different in this game mode. It's Rockstar's attempt at a paper, rock, scissors kind of effect, right? At balancing. You see right here, one RPG took me out, but the open top vehicle, the Barrage, was able to absorb the same RPG that took me out and actually caused that player to unalive themselves by being in close proximity. Now, we're going to go ahead and go through this whole entire match of Motor Wars, start to finish. You see right here, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the map itself, find out where the choppers are. We got 2 choppers that spawn in. I'm going to decide to go with this particular location over here. I'm going to set a waypoint for the chopper over here at the main dock by the water tower. And when you jump, don't forget, you can guide your character. You can kind of just slowly push up on the left joystick, and it'll force your character to kind of glide across the map. You can also nosedive to reach the ground much faster. And you don't want to pull your chute too soon, because you're going to float and eat up time. You want to kind of have like a halo, a high altitude, low open. So you jump in and then you open your parachute low, so you can kind of, scream on down to the ground right as you see right here. But be careful you don't unalive yourself, right? So jumping in right here, rough landing, gonna go ahead and pick up the Savage. And if your team doesn't secure both choppers, you need to be aware of the other chopper getting picked up. As you see right here, the other team wasn't really paying attention to that. They didn't notice that I had the other chopper up in the air, and so I make a direct line right for them. You have to take out the other air, the other air threats, the other chopper. That way you can own the skies. And one of the reasons that makes the chopper a little OP is that if you have a decent pilot, you'll understand that your lock-on range for your missiles has a better range than the vehicle weapons. So the vehicle weapons that will be shooting at you in the chopper, they're not going to be able to hit you or reach you, but you'll be able to lock onto them. Now, this does not mean that you are invincible, that you're impervious. You can still be taken out. For example, you got rail guns out there, you got small arms fire, sniper rifles that can get you down. So keep that in mind as well. You got to be moving, adjust your altitude, but you got to stay on the outside edge of the vehicles, like the tanks, the APCs, the anti-aircraft trailer that's available down there. You got to stay outside of the weapon range of those vehicles, and you can lock on and just pick them off. So you have to understand that in flying, but you still have to be, you still have to pay attention. You still have to be careful. You can easily get sniped out of the cockpit. So just pay attention to that. As you see here, the weapons, I'm within range. I even get hit, so I had to bail out. Right, I'm kind of just doing the best I can. I haven't flown a Savage in a while with evasive maneuvers, but I lower myself down towards the water to kind of get out of their range of the cannon being able to go up and down vertically, right? So now I kind of pull back, and I notice that they're not going to be able to hit me, so you can kind of approach and lock on, or you can switch up your targets. I leave them alone. I kind of feint and go away to give them a false sense of security. I pull up now. I notice that these vehicles are engaged, so they're not paying attention to me. I can easily lock on and get some easy kills and some easy hits. You see right here, not every rocket's going to land its target directly, but you can overwhelm them with the Savage, so keep that in mind. Go ahead and take out that one. And now the green vehicle you see here on the radar, if they were smart, they would have engaged me. They would have third-partied me while I was engaging those vehicles there. If you have the right vehicle, they could have closed in on their range and easily taken me out. But you see there, all they have is a machine gun, which can still be effective. The machine guns have a better range. They can still, get shots off on me. But again, the rockets just overwhelmed them. Now I'm going back to the APC, which has multiple players in there. They have a pilot, a driver, and the cannon. But again, I stay outside of the range of the weapon for the cannon on the APC, and I'm able to still lock on. You have to find that sweet spot, and you'll be good to go. As you see right here, I'm just kind of edging forward a little bit. Don't stop. Don't even. But again, you need to be somewhat of a decent pilot. I'm barely a decent pilot, as you can tell. So just enough to understand the weapon range and the lock-on range. And I see they're closing, so I'm having to back out, because I can't get a good lock-on yet. So understand the terrain of the map as well. I know that they're going to be kind of cut off a little bit with this hill right here, this ridge. So I'm able to circle back around, throw a couple rockets their way. It doesn't take much for these armored vehicles that don't have the same kind of armor as they would in story or in public lobbies, and they're able to score that kill and basically just wreck the whole lobby, right? So here's my overall review and my take on Cayo Perico Motor Wars, the adversary mode, their battle royale, right? I do like it, I enjoy it, but the thing that makes it fun is that you have to have, players that know what they're doing. If you just get, as a solo player, you just spawn in here, it's a 50-50, right? It's a crapshoot at whether or not you get decent teammates that know what they're doing and are actually trying to PTFO, play the freaking objective, right? So in that regard, it can kind of suck if you don't have skilled players or people that know what they're doing. But if you do, if you have a decent team, and even if not, if you know what you're doing, you can still tilt the balance and kind of wreck, a team here or there, and still have a lot of fun with it. So I absolutely recommend it. It's a good mode. It's fun. Rockstar will probably remove it in a couple of weeks, so make sure you get it knocked out. Play at least one round to unlock the necklace as well that you get, which is really cool. And just enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy the content. So there you guys have it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Have you tried the new Cayo Perico Motor Wars mode? And if you have, do you like it? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments, all right? Thank you all so much for watching. You know what to do. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Smash that like button. We'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out. Yeah.